What's up, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of SoulPrimos. I'm back, and my name is Melvin Diaz.
And I'm Joe Romero.
And round of applause for Joel for doing a solo episode last week.
Wow, dude. It was nerve-wracking for sure, man.
Really?
Yes,
What made you nervous if you were by yourself?
That's why I was nervous. I was myself, and I set up the whole thing. I set up the camera, set up the mic, and I just looked at my mic and my seat, and I was like, nah, they need this. Yeah. I need this. And then I was planning on just like, okay, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. No one's going to listen. Just fucking, bang it out. But then I was having a lot of fun up there.
Yeah.
I was having a lot of fun up there. And then it turned out to be a 2.5 hour episode.
It did. And I watched it.
Yeah, did you really?
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
What did you think about my performance? It's weird trying to be... I don't try to be funny.
You just are.
It's hard to try to be funny or attempt a joke when no one's there.
Yeah.
And also, like, I've done streams where, like, I'll say something maybe, with my dry humor or whatever. That's, like, kind of funny.
I think you have wet humor.
Wet humor and choose wet pussy humor. I think, like, on the stream, I'll say some shit, and then, like, I'll get a reaction maybe, like, by one person on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Like, lol, that was crazy what you just said.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm canceled, right? Right? But then when there's no reaction by anybody, you can get in your head.
Yeah, I can tell there was moments in the episode where you would say something funny, you'd be like, and you look around and be like... Anyways, next question.
Yeah, because I'm looking for something like a cockroach, something in my house, man, and nothing was there.
Yeah,
but I felt your energy.
You felt my energy.
Yeah, I felt your energy.
How did it feel?
Huh? It felt a lot. It felt overwhelming.
It felt a little overwhelming, a little too big. Yeah.
A little too big, too musty, a little crusty, a little busty.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And but it was fun. Thank you guys for sending questions, man. There were a lot of good questions.
Yeah.
A lot of very good questions. And I think I answered like 95%. I believe I missed like 4.
Which ones?
Let's
answer them right now.
No. I forgot which one they were because I think they asked them after I took it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes. But thank you guys, and thank you guys for watching. It was
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I honestly thought it was gonna be like, okay, it's gonna bomb, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't do this for the views.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting 50 views.
You do it for the love of the game.
I do it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Right? And then it was like a normal episode.
A normal episode,
like, oh, okay, cool. Thank God.
Yeah.
And but I did miss you, man.
Dude, I missed you too, man. And look, you stepped up to the plate, and you didn't hit a home run, but you hit it really hard. No, it was a home run. You killed it, dude. You killed it. And shout out to everyone that asked you questions and came through and stuff like that. Most of the questions were really good. Some of them were disrespectful towards me, which I will address in Instagram DMs later today.
Yes. Yeah. I think a big part of my life is me stepping up to things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, a child don't have a father. Oh, she does have a father. She does have a father. But she does have a father. And I step up.
You're not the stepfather. You're the father that stepped up. I'm gonna get you that shirt.
No, you should give me that shirt.
Yeah.
I just love when people say, I respect you for stepping up. And sometimes I tell them, oh, the dad's still there. And they're like, all right, whatever. But now, recently, I'm like, yeah, I know. I just love her that much. And they're like, whoa, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I fuck with that shit. You stepped up, right? I don't tell them that she has a fucking dad that still works and is in her life every day.
Gives her money.
Yeah, gives her money, provides for her. I don't tell them that.
Yeah. But you don't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And for last week, I had to step up. But now, we're both here together, man.
Yeah. You're not the step podcaster. You're the podcaster that stepped up.
Hey. You have a way with words.
Thank you, dude.
That's why you're a podcaster.
That's why. Yeah, that's why you're here.
Because of you.
Yeah.
You birthed me. Imagine you were my mom.
I mean, yeah, that would suck, man.
You'd make a good mom. You'd make a bad mom.
You think you think I would make a better mother than a better father?
I think a better mother, yes.
I think I have like maternal instincts. I take care of people.
No, but there's a lot of things that you have that a man should have that a woman shouldn't have. Wait, okay, no. There's some things that you should have that you don't, basically.
Like what?
Like you don't know how to cook anything?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I know how to cook the basics.
Oh, okay. What are the basics? Winis con huevo?
Eggs.
Okay, yes.
And breakfast food, steak, burgers. 3 types of pastas.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's it.
See, okay, so that's okay. I guess that's better than I thought. So you could be a good mother, but can you hold a baby for like 8 hours a day?
Yeah, I mean, when I was like in my teenage years, I would hold my younger siblings when they were babies. I'd wipe their ass. I'd change their diapers. I'd feed them. I'd like mix the milk and put it in the microwave. Make sure that it's not too hot and it's not too cold. So it's nice and warm. Yeah, and I would just feed them while I was watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I only changed my niece once as a child, and I was babysitting her, and I was scared to do it. And then I did it once, and I was like, "This is disgusting."
Yeah,
about a poop.
It is disgusting.
Poop, like she was like a 1 year old or a little bit less. Yeah. And then I wasn't traumatized, but I just wasn't ready for it. Right? I was like fucking 17, 16, and I had a wiper, give her a new diaper, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is terrible, dude."
Yeah, the first time I held my little sister, when my parents brought her home, I had her like this, right? So on my left hand, so her little bum, her little baby bum was on my palm. And then her head was resting on my forearm, right? And I was just like, oh my God, it's like my first younger sibling. You know, look how small she is. She's a little baby. And I just looking at her and I'm like, she didn't exist 3 days ago. And now she's here. Yeah. She's a person. And all of a sudden I just feel on my palm. She had shit so much that I felt the vibrations through her diaper and her onesie. And I'm like, Mom, she's your shit. And I smelled it. I was like, Mom, take her. Take her. And my mom was like, oh my God, you're being so dramatic. Dude, okay.
Oh, dude, that's fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. Babies are tough, man.
Babies can shit, man.
Yeah, they get shit. Like, where are they getting all this shit? You haven't eaten anything.
I know, the baby food isn't good, man.
Yeah.
It's not good to eat as an adult.
Yeah. You shouldn't eat baby food as an adult. It's just basically just like applesauce.
Yeah, it's fucking slimy.
Or like fruit sauce, yeah.
Yeah, they eat that shit only, and then they just fucking still shitting like fucking turds and shit.
I remember like my younger siblings, like they were like 3 weeks old, and my dad was already giving them meat and stuff like that. Giving them cheese and shit. And my mom would get so mad. He'd be like, no, because you know they're from Central America. You know what I mean? Like they didn't even have food over there, so so I think that's why I got so big, is like my parents started feeding me McDonald's. Fucking,
they saw you like a fucking pet, dude. Yeah. You know, with my cat, you know, you ran out of cat food. Hey,
or like my dogs, when I'm like eating, and then I see them look, and I just throw something at them, and they're just like they eat it. That's how I was. I was like.
So they don't want to give you baby food.
I'm just like standing there in my diaper, and I'm just like, give me.
You were probably a big baby, dude.
I was a big baby.
Such a big baby.
Yeah, my parents say that I was like a regular baby up until I hit like 6 months, and then I just fucking started blowing up.
Were you born early?
I wasn't premature, no.
No, you weren't premature?
No. I was right on time. No.
What other ways can you be born? Besides vaginal.
Through the Virgin Mary.
You were premature. You give premature baby vibes.
Why?
Why? Because you're so big and like extravagant and tall and like so charismatic.
But aren't premature babies? Don't they usually just stay premature for the rest of their lives?
No, they premature, and then people are always like, "I give them 4 years to live," right?
Yeah.
And then they always have this beautiful story where they're like, "Oh, I was premature. I was 4 ounces. I was this, and this. The doctors only gave me a fucking year." And the next thing you know, they're like the biggest in their class, they're the strongest in their class. They're fucking athletic as fuck. They're like an athlete.
Dwight Howard was premature.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's like 7 feet tall.
Boy, dude. Shaq was premature too.
Yeah. Shaq was premature. Yeah, that's crazy.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It just made sense.
It's insane. But I think they're lucky, because the majority of premature babies, they kind of just stay small for the rest of their lives. I think.
Yeah. That's why that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I was just like a regular vaginal baby. You know?
Yeah. You're right on time.
I was right on time. Well, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know, giving birth makes you realize that the bodies of women go through a lot. And it's very powerful. They're very, very powerful, their bodies. What they can endure.
It's incredible, bro. Like this last week, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring the episode down.
No, you can do whatever you want, babe.
Look, okay, so the reason why I missed last week is because I had a very close, very near and dear loved one in my life go through a health scare, right? He was in the ICU, and they told me and my family he's not gonna make it. So it was like the scariest news I've ever received in my life. And for those of you who don't know, the ICU is the intensive care unit, which is like that's like the top priority of any hospital. Like that's it. Like that's the final line between life and death. That's the it's just that's it, right? And like everyone, it's like a whole floor, and I got to know so many people that were on that floor, and like so many people passed away. Like people that I met just died, right? Like they had a warning graphic. I don't want to trigger anyone, but like one of the ladies that was there, she was in her early 30s. She was like 31. She gave birth. The baby survived, but she died in childbirth. It's so scary. Like the dichotomy of a hospital, of like life and death. Like people are dying, but at this particular hospital I was at, every time a baby was born, they would put on the loudspeaker throughout the whole building a lullaby, like dun 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 dun. And it was beautiful. Every time it played, it meant a baby was born. And if they played it back to back, it meant it was twins. So like I was like in this room full of death, and then this beautiful song would just start playing, and it would mean a new baby was just born. And it was just like when I first heard it, I didn't know what it was, and I asked one of the nurses. She's like, "Oh yeah, that means a baby's born." I started crying because I was just like, because I was already crying because of what was going on, but I was just like, it's just like a microcosm of life. Like people's lives are ending, but others are just beginning, and it was like just made me realize like the basically the circle of life. And in like these last 2 weeks, like it sent me into a crash course of life and death and humanity and love. Like when I was in there, I couldn't. I enjoy little things. I enjoy how beautiful the days are and the trees and the skies. When I was in there, helping my loved one fight for his life, I couldn't enjoy any of that. I couldn't enjoy the sun. I didn't smile. All I did was pray and cry. And like I would still crack jokes, but I felt guilty about laughing. I just like it was like something that I don't wish on anyone. And I think God bless, he's okay now. He's made it out alive. He beat the odds. A bunch of doctors and nurses were calling him a miracle because they did give him a 95% chance of him passing away, and he didn't. He made it. He's back home now. But like this brought me closer to God. This gave me a new appreciation for life. And I just want everyone out there who's going through some shit like that, like to keep faith, keep hope alive, keep God in your hearts, and if you don't believe in God, then keep the beauty of the universe in your heart, and keep on trucking by, baby.
So when you told me, you kind of might have answered already too, but you said you felt like it changed you, like this experience had changed you, which obviously it was a very intense thing you went through. But what do you think changed? Like what do you?
I think like for me, nothing mattered those 2 weeks except for this person, and like literally like obviously like my faith. My faith increased and everything, but I think it changed my priorities, and I think it has altered my trajectory in my life. I think, obviously, I haven't seen the results of it because it just happened, but I think I'm gonna view things much differently now. This was like such a close call that minute things that have happened to me in the past, like they don't. When I think about them, before when I used to think about them, it would cause pain in my chest and pain and it would cloud my thoughts. But now that I think about them, they're just like footnotes now. I could care less about what had happened in my past, and I'm just like so eager to live in the moment and in my future, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and you were so gracious throughout all of it too, and I was thinking about my SoulPrimos out there as well, and they started sending me sweet messages, and I was like, why the fuck are they sending me why are they sending me messages? And then I saw the episode, and at the end, you're like, message Melvin and stuff like that. Which for everyone who messaged me, man, I appreciate you guys so much. Like we really are SoulPrimos out here, bro. This is a family. This is like a community, and you know, I want Joel and I to be there for you guys when you guys go through shit like this, and hopefully we are. Hopefully you can watch our episodes and laugh and stuff like that. But it's like, I never cried more than these last 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
And I lost my joy, and I've temporarily lost my joy, and I temporarily lost my ability to see beauty in the world, but I never lost my humor.
Yeah.
I was still making jokes in my heart and my head, and I think I will never lose that. And if I do lose that, I'll be dead.
Yeah. Well, dude, I like I said, I can't believe. Like, I'm glad you're here today, but you're a lot stronger than most people. Your family's very strong. You guys have a beautiful family. You guys love each other very much. And, you know, I was expecting you to be gone for like a month or two, just, you know, to give you your space and break.
Yeah.
But, you know, because I know if I went through something like that, I'd be kind of like a wreck or mess. But I think you being here today just shows how strong you are, and the strong your family is, and especially, you know, the person that was in the situation, how resilient and how strong they are. You know, they're a family of fighters. You guys
I appreciate that. And like this is like this is one of my artistic outlets. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I haven't been doing shows lately. But in the past, when I would go through shit, I just wanted to get up on stage. That was like my way to get through things, and it was therapeutic for me. But I'm not doing shows now, so this is also like a way to express myself and articulate my thoughts and help me, you know, something that is going to help me go, like, get through this and stuff like that. And you know what I realized, like, we talk about it all the time about how we treat people and stuff like that. Like, you guys don't realize how many people die alone. Like, I've seen so many people these last 2 weeks die by themselves. Like, on their final hours, their final days, their final weeks, they're by themselves. No children, no siblings, no partner, no husband, wife, no friend. Like, it's like, not to sound malicious, but it's almost like how we treat people catches up to us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which is like a no-duh thing. It's just like, people, you will die alone. That's not a slight or trying to be disrespectful, but if you're a bad person, if you're a mean person, you mistreat people, you're gonna die alone. And I don't wish any of that on anyone.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to see all these people just die alone. And like there was a waiting room with all the family members of the people in the ICU, and we kind of developed like a kinship because we're all going through the same thing. You know, like I met a gentleman who got to know us, and he was of Jewish faith, and in this particular church they had a beautiful chapel that accepted all faiths. Right? They have the symbols of like all the major faiths, and you would go in there and pray and stuff like that. And I was in there praying, and he was in there praying, but he was doing it differently. He was like on a mat. You know what I mean? But I didn't talk to him. But then, like, he came up to me afterwards, and he was like, "I saw you in there praying." Like, he would buy me and my family coffee and snacks and stuff like that. And he had a mother that had a stroke, and like everyone's just like going through it. And every day, one of the families would just start bawling and crying because obviously they had just lost their loved ones, and everyone else would just, you would be frozen because it's just like, oh my God, like. It felt kind of like Squid Games almost, where it's just like, you know, like, oh fuck, they just got murdered, they just got shot. Please don't let us be next. Please, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it felt. Where it's just like, Jesus Christ, you couldn't even look them in the eye. Like, it's like, what do you even say to that? You know? It was just, oh my gosh, I wouldn't wish the ICU on anyone, whether you're in there or you're loved ones of someone in there. It's like, but God bless the nurses and the doctors, bro. Those are the real fucking heroes, bro. Those are the people who need fucking like bunch of money and stuff like that. Like the nurses and mostly the nurses, like couldn't imagine 12-hour shifts, always on your feet, taking care of people, saving lives on a daily basis. It made me realize like a regular person like you and I or out there or SoulPrimos, like if you save someone's life, that's like the pinnacle of your existence, right? Like you think about it all the time. You talk about it. Yeah, I saved someone's life and this and this and that. And, you know, you might not brag about it or whatever, but it's something that sticks with you, right? It's always going to be a core memory. It's like, oh, yeah, I saved someone's life that one time. But they do it every day, like 10 lives a day for like 20 years. And it's just like, bro, that's their job, is to save lives. Like, it's just like I already appreciated them and respected them before, but like after this, like it's just like, man, those are the folks that are really holding this country and world up, man. Truly, truly, truly. So if there's any nurses, I think we have a couple nurses that listen to us. Shout out to you guys, because, dude, you guys are the real heroes.
Yeah, especially like I have my girl. She used to be a nurse, and then her a lot of her family are nurses too. So hearing the stories of like, yeah, people when they're older and their bodies like falling apart, and they have no, especially what you said about like people in these deathbeds, probably they have nobody. Yeah. They have nobody at all. They're just kind of like dying alone, and you know they ask like, is there anybody we can call? They're just like, nope, nope, there's nobody. Yeah. So I think I do think about that sometimes too, especially like as a dude. And I know some dudes that like, you know, don't want to settle down, don't want to get married or whatever, don't want to start any family. They just want to live the lifestyle, just fucking around. Yeah. And I just think about like, dude, man, like it might be fun 20, 30, 40, pushing it, 50, what are you doing? But like, dude, everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to love someone and be loved and be a part of something, you know? Yeah. Everybody wants family. Doesn't mean you want kids. It means you got a mom, dad, you got a wife you care about. And then on your deathbed, you know that like you'll fucking say goodbye. There's people around you. It would suck to fucking know that you're going to die any minute now and there's like nothing around you. People are they're just doctors and nurses being like, are you comfortable? You want another pillow? And then that's it.
You just hear beeps.
Yeah.
Beep,
and then you just like, and then that's it.
That's it. I can't even imagine like, man, I can't even imagine being by yourself in that moment. At your weakest, your most vulnerable, at your loneliest, full of fear.
And you might even think about, why is there nobody here? Yeah. And then you think about, fuck,
you start thinking about your life.
I was a dick to that person. My kids don't give a fuck about it. I was an asshole my whole life. Yeah. Because I know I have some homies recently that their parent, someone like one of the parents died, and then they were just like, oh, well, he wasn't really. It's sad because he's my parent, but they were dicks, so it wasn't that big of a deal, and that, you know, that sucks. That's sad as fuck. That's really fucking sad. Yeah. For a child to just be like, hey, you died, sucks, but you were a dick, so I don't give a fuck that much.
Yeah. I've had friends like that too. Yeah. And it's like, it's not their fault, but you know, it's just like it's tragic. Yeah. It's really, really, truly tragic. And
it's not their fault. It's just, you know, I guess what we're saying is like what you were saying. It's like you gotta treat people, especially family. Yeah. You know, you gotta be a better person. The people around you gotta take care of, or be sweet to, be nice, show love.
Yeah, I'm always preaching about love because I do love really hard, and I think it's the most important thing in the world. But like I saw like when you love too hard, it's like when you love hard and a lot, it's like it hurts even more when things like that happen, and it's just like. But regardless of how much pain you get, when it gets taken away, like I don't think it should waver your faith and waver your strength and love. You know what I mean? Yeah. If anything, it should make it stronger. Yeah. If anything, like I remember thinking like when they told us that he wasn't going to make it, I was like, when's the last time I told him I loved him? Yeah. And I was like, fucking yesterday. Yeah. And I was really proud of that. I was really proud that I was just like, if this is it, man, I every time I saw him, I told him I loved him. Yeah. Every single time I saw him. So I didn't have any regrets. I was still in a lot of pain, but I was just like, I fucking told him I fucking loved him every time I saw him. Yeah. And yeah, if anything, this is gonna make me love even harder and love even more. Yeah. But thank you for holding down the fort last week.
No problem, dude.
Thank you to the SoulPrimos for being so gracious and nice, and we love you guys very much. We say it all the time, and I hope it doesn't lose its value when we say it. But
we do love y'all.
Yeah.
What can we say? We're one big family.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Is that gay or?
A little bit.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It did make all this shit. You know what's so crazy? No, I don't want to say it, but I was like, in my head, I was like, man, I should have a baby soon. That's what this shit made me realize. Yeah.
Hey, baby. Okay, so we're talking about babies. Give me the list of names if you have a male or female.
If I have a boy, I'd name him LeBron,
dude.
And if I have a girl, I would name her LeBron.
Two stupid names. God damn, dude.
Well, you name your girl Michael Jordan,
Zodiac, BTK, beautiful. Tiny killer, yes. I would Lando. Lando's a good name.
Yes. Han, Luke, Leia, Chewie, yeah.
For a lady, I've always liked Juliet.
Oh, like Romeo and Juliet.
Rose has always been a beautiful name. I thought it's very beautiful. And then I think that I'm out. I don't really think about. I do want a. If I have a kid, praying to God it's a girl. If I have a second kid, praying to God it's a girl.
Really?
Third, yeah, yes. Because I don't really want a boy.
Why? Because you're afraid that when he grows up, gets strong, he'll kill you?
No, what the fuck,
like
man?
lions do? And, and like predators?
No, he would look up to me forever.
Yeah.
Like, Father, forever.
Yeah, when he's 30. Father,
what's wrong, Father? I hate you, man.
You still living in Baldwin Park, but he has like an English accent. Father,
what's wrong? Nah, he wouldn't hate me. I thought about it. I was like, would he hate me? No, he wouldn't hate me. He would love me.
Yeah.
But if I just want daughters, man.
Yeah.
What is that called? A girl dad?
Don't say like, what is that called? A girl dad? Don't say it. What is that called when you already know? When you already know? What is that called, a girl dad? You didn't even pause. You were like, what's it called? Girl dad? You were like, what's it called, a girl dad? Dude, shut the fuck up.
I think because I do that with my girl sometimes, man. I do something nice for her. I'm like, what is this called? Romantic? No, dude, I just want girls, man. And maybe it's because my mom only had boys and then she always wanted a girl. But I see, my niece has been like my little sister.
Yeah.
And that's been a beautiful experience. But like I said before, I don't know if I can deal with the first 3 years of a baby, man. Where their head's so fucking big, they're so fragile. They're so fragile.
Yeah.
And then they're just walking around, they fall downstairs or they fall off shit, and then they just get stuck. Their head is just like so fucking big. Yeah. They roll off the little cabin that we built for them. It's like, and then the screaming of a baby. Oh my God, man. The fucking. Like, oh my, shut the fuck up.
That
man.
won't happen if you feed it.
No, I give him a chicken already, dude.
Give him the bones.
I give him bones. Dude, I just hate that fucking scream. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. And people always say, I haven't slept in 48 hours. My baby's been keeping me up.
Oh,
I don't want that. I don't want that, man.
Yeah.
And I know that, some people are always like, oh, my baby was great. They didn't cry that much. But most of the time, babies are crying through the night.
Oh, I think the beauty of having like an older sibling is that you have like an assistant almost. Yeah. Because that's what my parents did with me. Like they were like, yeah, we'll take care of the baby, but we have an assistant right here that's like 12, 13 years old, and he could like take like kind of like an assistant DP.
Yeah. You have that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like an assistant director.
I guess I guess the stepdaughter would be the assistant.
And then you have, grandparents.
Yes.
And then you have tias and tios, or tias, and you know what I mean? And yeah, dude, you have like a whole community around you.
Okay, so why don't we both have a kid? Like at the same time.
With
our
partners.
With our what is that, like twins? Or what is that? No, what is that?
That'd be SoulPrimos.
Whoa!
Your hands are cold.
I know, it's cold. Dude,
episode 50. Episode 50, we're having kids.
We have kids.
For this episode, we're having kids. Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited. So when do you want to start?
You say like, let's start Google Doc and let's plan it. Let's plan it.
We should plan it. We should try to get pregnant at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're born around the same time. Oh. And then we have like, and then like, let's say fucking, when's your birthday?
October 29th.
Okay, so mine's September 9th. Let's have my kid September 20th, and then your kid October 1st or October 14th, then October 29th. So we have like 4 massive parties from
back to
September
back to back to back.
back to back.
Yeah, all leading to my big shindig.
Yeah,
the Halloween party.
Yes, dude. And then like the baby shower, you'll be like, oh, what's the name of the baby? Zodiac, right?
Zodiac, get over here.
Zodiac. That's stupid name.
And he's just like, yes, Dave.
He has like the Zodiac costume with the gun and shit.
He looks like the actor from Zodiac.
Are you bald?
But just small.
Receding hairline. Oh, dude, you'd be a great father, man.
I think like, dude, I would name my boy Chet.
What?
Chester.
Oh, Chester.
But yeah.
Nah, people call him Chi-Chi or some shit, bro.
Chauncey.
Chauncey, no.
I don't know what I would name him.
You need a name that doesn't have like what's it called? That people can make a
bro.
nickname.
You can tease anyone's name. You can make a joke out about anyone's name. Like Joel, put it in the hole. Joel, put it in your hole.
People used to call me that all the time, hole, and it fucking pissed me off.
So when, like last year?
No, dude, my teacher used to call me hole.
Really?
You know what's one of the weirdest stories I had with the fucking teacher?
What?
I went to Mexico, and then I remember we're in the backyard, we were burning plastic, and then plastic like jumped onto my skin and burned my skin, right, and my nose. I went back to school, and then everybody was like, "What happened?" I was like, "Whatever," right? And then the teacher was like, "What happened, Joel?" And then I had like scars right here,
yeah.
And then I was joking around, and I was like, "Oh, King Kong scratched me," right?
This was high school.
Yes. I was like, King Kong scratched me, right? And he was like, well, you know, sometimes King Kong scratches his ass. And I didn't get it until like a year.
Shit.
I didn't get it until like a year later.
Well, sometimes, mijo, King Kong scratches his
culo.
culo.
Culo, you dirty fuck. Oh,
in front of all the other kids?
Yes,
Damn.
bro. I didn't, and he was like some white guy, man.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He was like Mr. Nelson.
Dude, I had a similar one in my senior year English class. I had this guy named Mr. Lackus, but he was such a creep and a weirdo, right?
Yeah.
And he was just like, you could tell, he would always talk about how difficult it is to date, how women don't like him, right? But he was a young guy. He was like in his mid-30s. Yeah. And then so we would always tease him. And then one time I was like teasing him, and then he had mentioned something about getting married, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting married, guys." Okay, but like he was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Oh, you're getting what's his name?" And then the whole class just fucking erupted in laughter. Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, it's your dad." Oh. And then I've never heard a classroom that fucking loud. I'm just like, fucking Mr. Lackus, fuck you.
He fucking burned you,
He
dude.
burned me, dog. He burned me. Like, I punched him in the face, and then he fucking punched me back and knocked me out. You know
Well,
what I mean?
dude, I think you're like you give off like class clown vibes.
You know what? It's so crazy because it would depend on the teacher. If I like really respected the teacher and they were like no nonsense, which is not many. Most are just people going to work.
Yeah.
But there's some teachers that take it seriously and take it like they're just like, I'm here to teach mold the young minds of our future generations. I would be quiet. I would be respectful. But when I would realize like, and you know this within like the first 10 minutes of the first class, when someone's just clocking in, like then I would be I would crack jokes and I would fucking be silly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess it would just depend on the teacher.
I always loved when a teacher was younger and you could feel like their energy and their passion a little bit more. Yeah. But sometimes even the older teachers had that. But I think when people have more personality, you know, when they're just not just straight up just teaching this and that. Yeah. When they joke around, they have some jokes or fucking while they're fucking teaching this, and it just makes the whole experience a little bit funner.
A little bit better. And it's so crazy now that I have like a lot of teacher friends that are my age, and I'm just like, wait, you teach 8th grade math? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, we just drank a whole bottle of Jameson last night. What the fuck?
Bro,
like,
and then I can't believe that now as we become adults, fucking our teachers, when they come home, fucking when they come to class tired and shit, just read your book for today. They're
hungover.
They're hungover as fuck. They're just drunk as fuck.
Yeah. They're hungover as fuck. And like, they'd be like, let's just watch a movie today. Yeah. They were like, yeah.
And then they're just fucking in the back, just like,
it's like, what?
Dying, bro.
Ask me tomorrow, yeah?
I don't know why. Like my It makes sense. It makes sense. Like, I don't know why
they're adults.
You could have put 2 and 2 together. Maybe because they're teachers, you think their life is like well put together.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in kindergarten, I thought that the teacher, you know, like you remember kindergarten? In the middle of the classroom was this big carpet, this big rug, and you would sit there and like do story time or whatever.
Yeah,
I thought that the teachers just slept there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the teacher lives here, and then this is where they sleep because this is the comfiest. This is where I would sleep.
You're stupid.
I was fucking dumb. And then first grade, I was like, okay,
dude. Did you sleep a lot in kinder?
I never. That's a crazy thing. We never had nap time. I always thought it was something from like TV shows and movies.
Oh yeah, nap time.
We never had nap time. Even in preschool, we never had nap time.
You know, kinder. It's like a lot of time I was napping, and I was like, just let me stay home.
Didn't have nap time. You just fell asleep.
No, because we had this one little like it was like this classroom. Or I forgot, it was like a pyramid full of little boxes, and then we could just sleep in there. But it's like, dude, can I just stay home? Let me just stay home. I'm gonna sleep this much. Yeah. And then I remember one time it's not really important. It's not really a good story. But my friend they didn't let him go to the restroom, so he just peed all over the place.
Oh, yeah. I remember when kids would just pee.
Yeah,
and they would cry and like
he cried.
They would have to call a janitor and stuff like that.
It's like, dude, we're just trying. I don't know why they make such a big deal about like having to wait to go pee, or they would just be like, wait your turn. Not even wait your turn, just like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
We just need to pee. We need to shit.
Yeah.
We're pissed, dude.
Yeah. I remember that was such a common occurrence, or like kids would pee, like in preschool and kindergarten, kids would just pee or they would throw up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, it would happen like once every week, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. The throwing up shit was got to me a little bit. Because I don't know, why are you throwing up? There's like no physical activity beforehand.
Yeah,
they just threw up like these random colors that I hadn't seen at that time.
Yeah,
and it was always I had some people throw up. I told one story already, and like when I went to middle school, people were just throwing up like in the lobby, and then like one time in math class, you threw up on the book. Yeah, and I couldn't get. I didn't get it. Yeah, why people throwing up, and I don't know if that's like a growing thing about growing up.
The poor janitor too.
I know,
because I guess every janitor has to go through that stuff, but in particular, like elementary schools, where it's just like, clean the floors, clean the tables, but also every now and then there's gonna be throw up and piss, and shit.
And underneath the table, there's like a bunch of gum and shit.
Oh yeah,
I used to do that though.
You used to like grab the gum and then eat it.
Yeah, I would never be the one that adding to the collection. I would just be like, I'm hungry. Just fucking.
Ooh, blueberry.
Blueberry. This guy got a blueberry.
Jeremy chewed this.
That's fucking nasty. Nasty, bro. You're fucking disgusting, dude. That's nasty, bro. Well, I mean, as a kid, we do a lot of bad shit.
what if you move the table and you notice that I've been putting cup here?
And I'm just like, ooh, thank you, Melvin. That's disgusting, dude.
That's nasty. Yeah.
I don't know why we would do that, man. But we're kids, bro. What do we know?
At one point, I wanted to be a teacher back when I was like, I think like my senior year when I was trying to decide what I really wanted to do. It was like between structural engineering and being a teacher. Or like sports too, because when I was a senior, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a professional athlete, like regardless of like what I do, like I could, But there was one point where I heavily considered being a teacher. I think it'd be fun, like you have your summers off. You have winter break, you have spring break, you get to like mold young minds, and it's kind of like it's cool. I think it's cool. Like 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I don't know, and like for the rest of like if you're good at what you do, like the children for the rest of their lives are always gonna remember you. You get what I'm saying? Like I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I think we all had a phase when we wanted to instruct the next generation of students. Yeah. I wanted to be a teacher. I want to be the cool teacher.
What grade?
Like 6th, 7th, or 8th.
Okay, middle school.
Yeah, middle school. I want to be the fucking cool teacher. Yeah. Hey, you didn't do your homework? That's okay. There's always tomorrow, right? There's always next week. I didn't want to make the homework a big deal. Yeah. For me, homework wasn't a big deal, and I didn't do homework that much. I wanted to be the class that it's very interesting, but there's no homework. I'm very anti-homework. Yeah. Even when I was in school, I was just like, what's the point of homework? Yeah. Like, it doesn't teach you anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just work. It's just like additional work.
And it's like, I would always tell my teachers, and they'd be like, all right, here Melvin goes again with his like anti-homework propaganda. And I'd be like, no, listen. And they're just like, look, that's just how things are. And I'm just like, and then I had this one teacher that was like, yeah, I agree. It's dumb. But like, if I don't give you homework, I'm going to get fired. I just like, I was like, all right, Mr. Oswald, like, thanks for being honest with me.
I don't want to be that guy on last long. Like, a lot of school is bullshit. It's not. Because I think people, sometimes people are always like, well, why am I learning algebra, geometry? Yeah. But I think you should learn basic critical thinking skills and fucking use your brain as you're developing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, read literature.
Yeah. But it is true at some classes. I'm like, bro, I'm probably never going to fucking use this ever again. I'm just like wasting my life here, dude. Yeah. And there's like sometimes like 4 classes in a day that you're not doing shit or you're not really interested in it. You're just there. There. And I wish there was like, I don't know, maybe... if you're interested, they would put more arts in there or more create or more. I don't know. You can maybe you can pick the classes you're actually interested in.
It's so exactly. It's so crazy. Like, I think it's so beautiful that you can choose what you want to do in this life.
Yeah,
that's why like when people are miserable about what they're doing, like you could just not do that anymore and do something else. And it's just like and what's crazy about it is that like. Your experiences and things that happen to you dictate what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I remember I wanted to be a pediatrician at one point because I remember being, with my asthma growing up, I was always like out in and out of hospitals and stuff like that. And I just remember the pediatricians being so nice and helping me, and it impacted me a great deal in my life. You know what I mean? Because I was already going through something negative. And having like nice pediatricians be nice to me and nice to my mom and like help me get better. Like I was just like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to help kids the way they help me.
Yeah.
And then like even this last 2 weeks when I was in the hospital, I was in the hospital from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for 2 weeks straight, right? For 12 hours every day. And I'm like looking around and I'm like, man, I feel like working in a hospital would be pretty cool. And I learned so much. Obviously from asking questions and stuff like that. Like I learned so much where I'm like, dude, like if my life was a little different, I would have probably been a nurse or like, or a specialist at the hospital or not a doctor, I don't think, but I'm just like, if my life would have been different, I would have probably ended up working in a place like this.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that life, the paths life chooses to take you on, but also you have, you can navigate your own ship too. That's what I realized.
If you want to be a doctor, let's say someone's wants to be a doctor and it's like feeling a passion for it, you can literally just go to school, sign up for school.
You just go to school, get accepted.
Go to community college, go fucking transfer in 2 years, get good grades, and fucking go to medical school.
Yeah.
And then you can literally choose, especially those kind of careers where there's like a path.
Yeah.
It's right there, buddy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a hard path.
Yes. But it's a lot of work.
But it's made.
But it's right there.
Yeah.
It's like fucking go to school, study hard, learn everything as much as you can, go to a great university, go to medical school, study hard. It's a pain in the ass from people that have gone through it. It's a lot of fucking studying, a lot of work, a lot of knowing this. Why does this happen because of this? But if you're really passionate about it, it's right there for you, baby. You just got to go down the journey.
Exactly.
Down the highway.
There's so many professions like that, Primos, like where this is how I view it, right? If you want to be a nurse or a doctor or anything along those lines, a dentist or a practitioner, things like that, a specialist, it's like climbing a mountain. You see the path. It's going to be hard as fuck to get up there, but you see it. You know what I mean? I feel like more creative professions, like a stand-up comedian, musicians, podcasters, and all that. There's no set path. It's like the jungle. Yeah. You just got to keep pushing until you make it out the jungle, or you figure out how to control the jungle. Yeah. But there's no path. It's just a jungle in front of you, and you have to navigate through it. While with other professions like that, like it's right there. It's a hard path, but it's right there. Yeah. You know where all the steps are. Yeah. But I just found it really interesting, and I was like, man, like you can do whatever you want in this life. Like you know, if you're stuck in a job that you dislike greatly, that's kind of on you. Yeah. You can, a little discomfort goes a long way for your future and your career and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that fascinating. And it's funny that we all, at one point, we both wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah. And look at us now. teaching absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Quite the contrary. We're doing the opposite.
Don't listen to us. Don't listen. We're stupid as fuck, man.
We're out.
Yeah, we think we're spinning sometimes, but maybe
in reality we're swallowing.
Because sometimes we say things and we think we're smart.
I mean, what topic would you teach?
Probably anthropology.
Anthropology?
Yeah.
The store?
Anthropology.
What does that entail?
It's the study of mammals and study of evolution and study of I'm probably get this wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right now, dude.
I think I would study. I would teach English.
Oh yes.
Yeah. I think I would teach AP literature.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Listen, anthropology is a scientific study of humanity.
Oh,
so first one, I'll be talking about evolution the first day class. I'll be like, look at this, baby. This is 100 years of evolution right here, and this is right here, Homo sapiens tricep right here.
And then this,
students come up here, and then this, and bang and bang. That's evolution.
Yeah, I thought anthropology they just sold candles.
Dude, what do you think anthropology is?
The store the expensive store at the mall.
No, that's Urban Outfitters.
No, next to Urban Outfitters is anthropology.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they sell like the most expensive, ugliest couches you've ever seen.
Really?
And like the most expensive, nastiest smelling candles. And, and just like expensive, ugly trinkets.
Oh no! I can't teach that. I can't teach that, man. Yeah. I can't teach that.
Oh man, dude, it's so crazy. Like all the teachers are always solo. Like even if they have like a
TA or something,
a TA or an assistant, stuff like that. Like why aren't there duo teachers in certain classes?
That's true. That's true.
Why? I feel like that would benefit everyone. Like like you, especially for like more complex topics, like dual teachers would be best, I think.
Yeah, sometimes these teachers...
Or like dual professors.
Like in elementary, these teachers are like teaching 6 different subjects.
Yeah.
And I guess they're just teaching the basics, but like as you go into high school, it's like, dude, get like a dynamic duo, good cop, bad cop type of situation.
Yeah.
Someone could be the proton, you could be the neutrons. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Meiosis, mitosis. You know what I'm saying?
And plant cell, animal cell.
Nucleus, nuclei.
Oh.
Do you know anything else?
No.
I said mitochondria. Yo, mighty cock you got. Mitochondria.
Yeah.
And I think that might be just that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What did you learn? Do you know anything from chemistry?
No, I never took chemistry. I took physics. So in my high school, they gave you the option to do chemistry or physics.
I sure took physics.
Nah, yeah, physics is pretty cool.
Did you guys do anything crazy? Any crazy experiments?
No, not really. Actually, not really. No, I had a teacher named Miss Ramos. I would ditch all the time.
Oh yeah.
And like, what I would do is that like at the beginning of each semester, you know how you could change classes?
Yeah.
You could change classes within the first month.
Oh really?
Yeah. So I would wait till like the last couple of days of the month to switch classes when I was getting bad grades.
Yeah.
And I switched classes. I switched out of physics twice. And on the third time, Miss Ramos was like, Melvin, get out. And I was just like, what? She's like, you're just going to switch out after you fail the first 2 quizzes. In front of everyone, I was just like, Miss Ramos, trust me, it's the third time's the charm, baby.
Yeah.
And this is the class. I remember that story I told you that I would sit next to like Asian kids to cheat off of them.
Yeah.
This is the class where I sat next to that Asian kid and I copied everything and I got a D-.
Yeah.
Turns out he was like autistic.
Oh yeah.
That PLP. That was that class, physics. Yeah, I wasn't a very good student.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
Nobody.
Yeah. No. I would cheat a lot. I would cheat on every test.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
But once I locked in, bro. I locked in.
What did you lock into?
I locked into a bachelor's degree.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what you call it? Yeah. I once I would lock in, it's just I would coast for like the first half of the semester.
Yeah.
first 3/4 of the semester, and then like the last month and a half, I would just lock in and like do extra credit, like study and shit like that, and get good grades just so I could pass.
Damn.
But for the majority of the semester, I would just coast.
Dude, I don't know how you did it.
Yeah. That's why I kind of kick myself sometimes, and I get upset with myself sometimes because I'm like, bro, if you had taken high school more serious, I know for a fact. I know for a fact if I took it as serious as I knew I was capable of, I think I would have gotten into an Ivy League school, and I feel like my life would have been tremendously different. But I just coasted. And I did the bare minimum because it was easy to me. And look at me now.
Well, maybe that wasn't your journey.
Yeah.
Because I feel that way too. But then I was like, man, high school was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Fucking people would go home and have to do homework. I'm like, I'm gonna go to skate park. I'm gonna go to skate park every fucking day. And yes, when it was time to get the grades, did I complain to the teachers why I'm getting an F? Yes. Yeah. And they're like, you haven't fucking done anything for
this is the first time I've met you.
yeah. And I remember I was trying to do all the homework for the whole year in like 1 week. And they're like, best I can do is a fucking F, dog. You haven't done shit, right? Or some teachers, like a photo teacher, would be like, I can give you a D, but you haven't done anything.
I give you my D.
But you haven't done shit. I'm like, man, you guys you got a shitty teacher, right? I would just talk shit and they would get fucking mad, which, I mean, I was just an annoying little kid. But I wouldn't try at all. And I always think like, what? I always think like, dude, what would happen if I actually tried?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, nah, hell no. I should have tried less. You know what I mean? I should have tried less because like I always felt like I don't know what it is, but I was like, dude, I don't know. This isn't for me. I don't know. And I had no idea what I was gonna do in my life. Yeah. I was still like going. I don't know what I was gonna do. Yeah. But I was like, bro, this can't be. I can't do this. This is not me. I can't do this. Obviously, I never told anybody that because they would be like, you're fucking lazy, dog. And I was. But I was like, I just can't sit down and just do homework and be in class and do homework. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't fucking do this. Everybody else is doing it, and for some reason, it's like they might be annoyed of doing homework, but they seem to do it. For me, I'm just like, every bone in my body is like, bro, stop. And then it took like 8 more years after that. I'd be like, maybe I should do something creative. So if you feel like that, maybe try to understand yourself a little bit more and see what you really like. Yeah. You know what I mean? What you really care about. Because it's better to do it. It's better to start when you're 18 than when you're 25 or 4.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%. Really dig deep into your own self and figure out what you want to do, man. And just go hard as fuck at it.
Yeah. Because everyone's going to tell you to do school, right? And that's fine, obviously. Because if you're not doing anything else, then you should go to school and get a job or something.
Yeah.
But if you like other creative stuff, be like, what can I do with this? You know? And then, you know, people are going to tell you can't do it, but you're just going to be confident in yourself. And people look online and people all over the world are doing it. So why not, why not you?
Yeah. Why not
you? Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
And man? I feel like that you and I are white guys. White not. We're two why not people.
Yeah.
When when presented with an idea or a plan, we're not like why are we doing that? We're like why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I say that all the time to you.
Yeah. Why not?
I'm like, hey, can we hang out? You're like, no. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, you do. Why not? You want to get food? Nah. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Oh god.
So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna have babies.
Yes, we're having kids. So excited. Yeah. They're gonna be so fucking
Zodiac, baby Zodiac.
This baby little Zodiac. He's gonna come out with a knife and shit.
What'd you do, bro? I think you would be chill if like your kid came one day and was just like, Dad, I love killing people. You'd be like, what?
Zodiac didn't see this coming. Documentaries coming about you very soon.
Like, go with you next time.
And you need someone to write your letters to the police, to the press. Yeah. And I write my fucking 4-year-old babies a police letters to the press. This is the Zodiac Jr. speaking. Is that twisted?
That's a little.
It's dark and twisted,
bisted.
like my humor.
Yeah, wet and twisted is your. When people describe your type of humor, I'm always like, it's wet and twisted, man.
Ooh. When people describe your sense of humor, I'm always like just like abusive and violent and
Abusively violent.
Abusively violent. Yeah. Abusively violently aggressive. In your face.
Yeah, yours is moist disturbance.
Yours is pungent. A lot of sugar.
Yeah.
A lot of fluff.
Yeah.
A lot of toxic energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting. A lot of swift, small hands.
Okay. Coordination.
A lot of slapstick.
Yeah.
A lot of physical humor.
Yeah. Yours is a lot of like, oh, my rings. I got rings. Yours is always, oh, I got TikTok followers.
Yeah, 100. It's not really a joke, but it's like a fact. 130,000. Something like that. 130,000 followers.
I have a TikTok too.
Yeah. How many followers you have?
Well, they're not my followers, they're my friends. Oh, yeah. I think I have 200 friends.
Oh, that's really good.
I used to say that shit in Facebook when like in middle school. I was like, yeah, I have a lot of friends. How many friends do you have? Like 1,000.
You ever had a MySpace?
Yeah.
I never had a MySpace.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's so crazy. Yeah.
MySpace was a good time.
I literally made a MySpace. And then like, not even exaggerating, like a week later, Facebook blew up.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember telling my older sister, like, I made a MySpace. She was like, why? That shit's dead. It's Facebook now. And I was just like, okay.
MySpace was so customizable. It really was so customizable.
What songs did you have when someone clicked your profile?
I think I had like a Dark Knight song, like a Batman song. So they'll go on my page and they'll fucking listen to some Batman music and shit. Yeah, and then you can customize the pictures, the outline. Like you can spend a whole afternoon just customizing your MySpace profile, or you can hack people's accounts.
Really? How?
Yeah, but it's hacked. But they just give you they just let you comment on their fucking page. Not even comment on the page, on their About Me thing. You could just be like, hacked by Joel. So Christian, he's so dope. He's like coolest guy ever, right? And then post a picture of them. And then you just basically talk. You're supposed to be hacking, like I'm going into your account, but you're giving me access to your account so I can say nice things about you. So all the cool kids will be like hacked by this girl. And they're just saying nice things about you. So there's one guy he was the first guy I ever seen with a 6-pack, right? We're also like we're all like kids and shit. Yeah. And then he was like, hey bro, you want to hack my profile? I'm like, dude, I'll be honored, right? And I hacked this profile and I was like, what can I say about Chris? He's the fucking coolest asshole I've ever fucking met. He's an asshole, but if you get to know him, you realize he's really fucking sweet, right? And then I remember saying all this shit. I was saying all this shit, trying to be nice. And then I looked at all the other girls that wrote something about him. And I'm like, bro, my shit is exactly the same of all these fucking girls. What the fuck? And then he just kept it on there.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And then
all these girls are like, he's an asshole, but once you get to know him,
I said the exact same shit. He's a fucking dick, but once you meet him, he's the sweetest guy. He won't leave your side.
So it was literally you and then like 8 girls.
Yes, and just me. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my God, what do people write on yours?
I don't think anybody wanted to write on my profile. I just remember one of my. I said the story on Nisimo, where I was in my biology class and the girl behind me, her fucking. Someone told me that her name on MySpace was Rebecca Romero, and then I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, she's obsessed with you, right?" So I go on her page, I look up Rebecca Romero, and like her picture is me and her. I don't remember even taking a picture with her. I think it was like photoshopped, right? And then she had pictures of me and her About Me and her About Me and interests. Just
really?
Pictures of me and saying how I'm like the sweetest guy. Nicest guy ever. Yeah. And I had to tell her in class. Yes, she was pretty. She was not. Well, she was okay. You know, she's not my type. But she was. I remember I had to tell her in class, like, "Hey, dude, you gotta stop. You can't be posting. You can't be posting. You gotta take it down. Like those pictures of me. I don't know you. Like we never even talked. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like you like that." And she was like, "Oh," she got all sad. And then she took it down, and then I felt very bad. Yeah. And I asked her, "Do you want to hack my shit? That's fine, but you can't really post."
You want to write my shit? That's fine. And she never did. She's like,
fuck this bitch. Yeah, man.
Wow.
You miss out on MySpace, man.
Damn, I know. I missed the train on that.
You can comment on people's like page, and you know you can spit game on there, and then sometimes they reply, they don't, whatever. I don't know. MySpace was a good time. We're all very young. Wow. Yeah. You missed out, baby.
I know I missed out. And I got on the Facebook train. Facebook was cool.
Facebook was a little too cool.
A little too cool?
A little too cool.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. Facebook was cool, man. You know, a lot of flirtatious energy on Facebook.
Like for an admit. I remember
yeah. Those shit were fucking good, man. Y'all, Facebook Messenger. Just fucking, hey, you look good in class today, bro.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
That was the best way to pull game. You know, MySpace is that story I told about telling a girl that I think I was gonna die. I had cancer, and she was like, "That sucks, man." That was MySpace.
Was this before or after that girl that was obsessed with you?
I think it was around the same time.
Damn, dude.
So I was fucking taking L's all over the place.
Yeah.
I literally told her, I think I'm gonna die of cancer. Like, my only cure is you.
Only cure is a kiss.
And then she just was not interested.
She's just like, "Oh, I hope you find it."
I hope you find it. I honestly thought that was like, I don't know what I was thinking when I sent that message. Yeah. I thought that she would just want to hang out, but it turns out that she didn't care if I died.
Yeah.
Does that make her a bad man or a bad person? Maybe. Doesn't matter.
I think it makes the lie makes you a bad person.
I didn't say what kind of cancer though. Like,
you get just skin cancer.
Skin cancer. Well, everybody. Sorry, we have to keep it short. I gotta go to San Diego right now.
Yeah, he's gotta travel. He's a traveling man. He's gotta head out. If you guys see him in San Diego, say what's up to him. Where are you gonna be at?
I'm gonna be a mic drop.
The mic drop. He's gonna be hanging out with Alfred Robles, the homie.
Yes.
And stop by and say hi, man.
And if you don't stop, I'll say hi either way.
Stop by after the show, get Joel a drink or two, man. He'll do whatever you want after the third drink.
Yes, of course. Deuce. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
We love you guys so much. Bye.